Lake Pedder is a magnificent natural lake at the centre of Tasmania's southwest wilderness. Its beauty and conservation values were recognised in 1955 when it was given the full protection of national park status. Although walking to Pedder took days, it was only 30 minutes by air from Hobart in summer when a light plane could safely land on its vast beach. Tragically, the rivers draining the wet plains and mountains of the southwest made Lake Pedder vulnerable to hydroelectric development schemes. The region's largest river, the Gordon, flowed west and north to Tasmania's west coast. The Serpentine, whose source is Lake Pedder, flowed north and west to join the Gordon. And the Huon River flowed to the south coast. These rivers became the target of the engineers of Tasmania's Hydroelectric Commission. Their goal was to bring the waters of the three rivers together in a gigantic reservoir that would power a hydroelectric power station. A very tall dam was constructed on the deep Gordon River Gorge, and a vast lake formed behind it. This is Lake Gordon. At the same time, a dam was constructed on the Serpentine River. In 1972, when the dam was closed, the waters of the Serpentine flooded the river's valley and drowned Lake Pedder under 14 metres of water. Simultaneously, a dam that was constructed on the Huon River at Scotts Peak flooded the upper Huon Valley. The Edgar Dam was constructed to enable the upper Huon Reservoir to increase in size. With the Edgar Dam in place, the waters of the Huon and Serpentine rivers merged to form one vast, shallow lake. This is the Huon-Serpentine impoundment. The Hydroelectric Commission referred to it as the new Lake Pedder. At McPartland Pass, a canal was dug to link the Huon-Serpentine impoundment to Lake Gordon. When the impoundment is full, water flows from it by gravity into Lake Gordon. This water then flows through the Gordon Dam's hydroelectric power station, generating electricity. The water from the Serpentine and Huon rivers is 41% of the total flow through the power station. This is the Middle Gordon Power Scheme. The Middle Gordon Power Scheme can be reconfigured to allow Lake Pedder to be restored. It would still generate 80% of its current electrical output. The cost of the engineering works would be in the order of $100 million. A spillway would be added to the Serpentine Dam, allowing the impoundment in the Serpentine Valley to drain to a lower level. A spillway would also be added to the Scotts Peak Dam, allowing the impoundment in the Huon Valley to drain to a lower level. The level of the impoundment would be steadily reduced over a period of months. Lake Pedder would reappear. The impoundment behind the Serpentine Dam would reach its intended level. With a spillway in place, there would be no risk of the impoundment flooding back up the Serpentine Valley and threatening Lake Pedder. Equally, the impoundment behind Scott's Peak Dam would reach its intended level. With a spillway in place here, there would be no risk of the impoundment flooding over the watershed into the Serpentine Valley and threatening Lake Pedder. New engineering works would be required to transfer the Serpentine waters to Lake Gordon. One option would be a tunnel. Another option would be a pipeline and pumps to lift water into the McPartland Pass Canal. A large area of relatively flat, extremely well-watered land would require assistance to revegetate it with the native vegetation of the region. Lake Pedder, with its magnificent inland beach, would be restored.